folks, good to see you here this evening. Mission Country on the Road with Mike Manuel right here in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA. And we are excited. And you probably figured out by now I've got a special guest. And I told him I was looking a little red, but he was looking pretty good. He thought he was washed out, but I think he's looking pretty good.
Well, for a Florida boy, I should be a bit browner than that.
And we'll be talking a little bit more about how this all came about, because it's a pretty interesting story. But we've got our Countryside of the Cross cups, and you know, Jayc, I mean, he got to have one too, and we're getting ready to do some good stuff. Carolyn's story, Shelly Gregory. Hey, Shell. He said, hey, Jason, Dad, that's good. I'm glad. I didn't know old Jayc was going to do this, but we're going to have a good time tonight. Look at there. Jayc Harold tagged you in the post. That looked like your woman's working.
She's working.
She's working, so that's good.
That's good. Well,
hey, Robbie Lynn. Yes, we do have some company tonight. And while you folks are coming on, we got 63. They're coming on strong here. Let me get my throat cleared up. I was leaving. You know, we were at Cowboy Church this morning in Nashville, Tennessee, downtown over in Opry area, and I was leaving, and we went to eat at Cock of the Walk. We like to eat the catfish over there, and we were driving back, and Jayc calls me like he does when he comes into town. Every time he comes into town, and I appreciate that. He's one of the guys that will actually call you. But I've been in Texas or been out of pocket somewhere. But today I was here. And so, long story short, I've invited him to come, and you're going to have a time tonight. I know I'm already having fun. Jayc is going to be singing some songs, and we're going to be going back and forth, just having a good time. So today, on this Sunday, was a great choice for you to make to join us here. Mission Country on the Road. I'm telling you right now, we're on Music Road. We're right downtown, just a little bit from what they call Naked Circle. Wow. We're still trying to figure out why they did that.
Why they built that.
But anyway, we're glad that you've joined us, and I guess they're ready for it. We got 81, I seen 85 folks on there. So
what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna do. Let's do. I'll be doing some new stuff, but Jason's an excellent musician. Yeah. He'll catch on. It won't be the first time I've sprung something on him, I'm sure. But why don't we do one that you do know, Hearts That Cheat No More. That's one you know.
He's using his capo.
I'm going to use my capo here, and we're going to do it. Betty Kaufman, Diane Culp. Man, we're so glad. You guys. Danny Voigt. Hey, Danny, good to see you on here. Sue Morris. All the way from California. Man, oh man. I tell you right now, I'm getting excited, Jason. I'm getting excited. Anyway. Well, my country roots, they go way back. Highway 105. Where Daddy played the 6 Mile Lane on a whole lot of Saturday nights. Now I was just a little baby in the back room of that old bar. So my first taste of country was Daddy singing Your Cheating Heart. Now you'll never believe what happened in the fall of '71. We all got salvation. We picked up that old gospel gun. And now the devil made a fine target, and we kept him on the run, 'cause we found out that's where all those cheating songs came from. We stopped singing about cheating hearts. Now it's hearts that cheat no more. But don't be fooled, our music still as country as it was before. Yeah, it's just coming from a rebuilt heart, fixed up by the Lord. So what good is an old cheating song to a heart that cheats no more? Turn us around there, guitar player. fixed up by the Lord. So what good is an old cheating song to a heart that cheats no more? Somebody tell me what good is an old cheating song to a heart that cheats no more? Yeah, hearts that cheat no more. There you go. And you know that song is. I didn't tell you guys, and I'll be talking more and more because I don't have it all together. I guess you can see I'm pretty excited to have Jayc here with me tonight. But Jayc started and heads up the Honky Tonkin Opry in MCOTR05, Florida.
Yep.
And we go down at least once a year.
Oh, more than that, man. We get him down there as often as we can. He's one of the favorite artists there on the Opry. And the thing is, there just aren't a whole lot of people that sound like me. He's about the closest thing out there.
You know, speaking of MCOTR05, I was telling some folks, and I don't remember her name, but I told her, and she lives right there in the area. She said, I can't believe, because she was asking me, where do you sing? Do you ever come to Florida? I said, well, I go to the Honky Tonkin Opry in MCOTR05. She said, MCOTR05, that's just right down the road from me. And so she's looking forward to me being back. And of course, she could go ahead and go because he has a lot of great artists there once a month, right?
Yeah, once a month. Third Friday of every month.
The third Friday of every month.
Put on your calendar and don't take it off.
Where can they go to get information on that? Is there a website?
There's a Honky Tonkin Opry website. There's Jay's Herald website. They're both the same. So you look any of them up, you're gonna find us. And, of course, both names are hard to spell. So my name and Honky both. If you're anywhere close to there and familiar with there, it's Triple Cross. The church at Triple Cross Ranch, an old barn on an old ranch that we've converted into some kind of interesting
Pastor
thing.
Norm Edwards, and
Yes,
you might as well go by there and check that out while you're there too on Sunday.
It's got good food, you know. We always serve people good stuff, barbecue.
Hey,
we got good food there in Florida.
Absolutely, and
almost as good as Nashville.
Jayc loves Nashville. He's been trying. He actually lived here for
7 years, and I'm trying to find a way to get back.
He's trying to get back, but I think the Lord's got him anchored down there at the Honky Tonkin Opry.
Well, good people out there. Good people.
Anyway, it's a live music venue, and it's great. And we always look forward to going there. You know, when you have a special guest, you ought to let them sing. And I want Jayc to do some of my favorites that he does. Now, Jayc is, if you like old-time traditional Buck Owens, that kind of Keith Whitley stuff or whatever, I mean, this is what you'll hear down there from Jayc.
In other words, honky-tonk gospel. He doesn't want to say the word.
Yeah, some people are scared of that. You know, we're not judgmental around here. We don't condemn anybody. So honky it up for us. We're okay with it. But I want Jayc to do whatever he wants to do. He knows the ones I
think I know which one you want me to sing. It's on the latest CD that we just released a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It's called Don't Want to Be Like This Any Longer. So some of you folks that are stuck in a rut and you want to get out of this hole, this is a good song for you.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You were going straight for my heart. No thought about leaving or believing or why you would stay. What you did so I could go, I couldn't find. I didn't know. Now look, I can see just what you've done for me. Don't want to be this way any longer. Just want to be where I belong. No turning back, it's all forever. Just want to be where I'll be home.
I I can tell our people are going to love this style of music, guys. Just go ahead and just feel right at home.
I'm trying. Oh, how I wish that today I could feel and I could pray. What to know is believing, but seeing is how you set me free. If I could only get on track, get on board, no looking back. Now look, I can see just what you've done for me. Don't wanna be this way any longer. Just wanna be where I belong. No turning back, it's all forever. Just wanna be where I belong. Don't wanna be this way any longer. Just wanna be where I belong. No turning back, it's all forever. Just wanna be where I belong. No turning back, it's all forever. Just wanna be where I belong.
Yeah.
Boy, you did a good job.
Hey man, I tell you,
good harmony there, too.
I love singing harmony with them old traditional songs. And
that was fun.
Don't forget, folks. Look there, everybody's like 174 people on the night, Jayc.
Oh my word!
You must have brought some fans with you.
Oh, we're working it. We're working it.
We are working it. But hey, Irene, she wants to know who's singing with you. This is my good friend Jayc Harold. Now, Jayc is from right now, presently from MCOTR05, Florida. He does the MCOTR05 Opry down there. Irene is, let's see, I think Irene is from, oh Lord, I can't believe that. Where's she from, baby? Scotland?
Who?
Irene? Tell us where you're from, Irene. If she's going to tell me. Wendell Court. I see new folks on here, Jayc. They're trying to figure out what's going on.
Here.
But that's all right.
It's all
Irene,
good.
tell us where you're from again. I know that I know, but I've slipped me here.
Yeah,
I got all human on.
Forgive us. We're just not perfect, I guess.
But I want to do this song right here. It's in D. I played it for you earlier. Jayc just got to hear some of my brand new stuff, and you guys hear it all the time. But I wrote this song because my Uncle Bud, who basically died drinking, they found him the next morning. It was obvious that that's what had happened.
Yeah.
And I went to the funeral. I happened to be in Texas when he died, so I went to the funeral, had his old guitar down there, and they said, would you sing a song? And so I took his guitar and kind of sat in a chair by the casket there in front of the church. And I just sang a chorus that I'd sang before. But while I was there, something inside me said, Bud's all right. Because everything about how I was raised said he's not all right. He's in bad shape. He left this world the wrong way. But the presence of the Lord, which I go by more than anything else, said, Bud's all right. And I didn't say much in my spirit or think too much about it. I just kind of put it in the back. A little while later, my dad came to me and he said, I was passing by doing the viewing, and when I passed by, he said, the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said that Bud was all right. And I said, well, now, I didn't have a talk with him, so we must be hearing the same thing. And long story short, his sister later had a vision or a dream, and Bud came to her and said, don't worry about me, sis. I'm all right. And so,
wow, that's
that's two or three things. And
yeah.
It just lets you know that no matter what you think, no matter what your doctrine is, what your beliefs is. Don't ever let that stuff get in the way of the love and grace of God. And so I wrote this song after all of that. It's called His Colorado. Bud was always a guy come up to me and said, Mike, let's go to Colorado. Let's go to Montana. Let's just go out there and I'll build a house. You can help me and then I'll help you build a house. And we'll just live the simple life. He was always trying to go back what I call some Western way of life, you know, and that was always in his heart. Sometimes he'd just disappear and that's where he'd be. He'd be in Montana for a little while. But so I wrote this song, and it has become to be a very powerful song. It has touched a lot of lives. It's given people hope that had given up hope. They thought their loved one was...
Yeah, when God's bigger than all that stuff.
That's it. So let me do it. Uncle Bud, God rest his soul, was always trying to get out west. Revive forgotten times and old folklore. One night at the bottom of a bottle, he found something worth dying for, and built his own Colorado on a peaceful, distant shore. I bet you're probably thinking there's no way this could be true. Oh, and some Bible thumping Christians, they would concur. And even though I wasn't in that room, I know God's love has never failed. And Colorado can take your breath away, I've heard. If they could see him now, they'd understand things are seldom what they seem. Did the bottle kill him, or did it set him free? No, I don't believe he died alone on his rocky mountain high, as he built his Colorado in some sweet by and by. The next time that I see him, he won't look the same. Maybe then we'll know just what God's love can really do. Then all those doubting believers, they'll have a smile upon their face as his Colorado takes even their breath away. If they could see him now, they'd understand things are seldom what they seem. Did the bottle kill him, or did it set him free? No, I don't believe he died alone on his rocky mountain high, as he built his Colorado in some sweet by and by. As his spirit moves on the winds that blow, you can hear him say, don't cry. I made it to Colorado. Tell Linda I'm all right. Man, I can sing that song. I'm telling you, people don't realize, it touches them, but what it does to me, because it is a 180 from the way I was raised and taught. It's funny how we judge people, isn't it? It's funny how we feel like we have the right to judge someone.
Well, my pastor Norm Edwards there in Florida was just speaking out the other day about how pride. That's actually the one thing God hates the most is pride. It doesn't say he hates people that drink or people that do this and that, but he hates pride the most, Yeah. And we all suffer from it. So thank you, Lord, that He has that grace thing you talked about before.
Absolutely. And these people know I talk about grace, so it's, one thing that I make a point to do. I try not to get too churchy and religious, but sometimes it comes out. It's like you were telling me today. Sometimes you want to rub some of that stuff in people's face to stir them up, to let them know that God is not like we've all been taught that He is. Jesus, I lived most of my young adult life, the young adult and child life, one sin away from it all being over with. I tell this sometimes. I was like, I used to, do you remember the old-fashioned testimony services?
Yeah.
Where people would stand up and testify?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being 16 years old, sitting on a church pew, and I'd see somebody 70, 75 years old, and they'd get up and they'd start testifying. I just want to thank the Lord because He's been good to me. The old devil's been on me all week, and then they'd start talking about how bad they had it. And they would end up saying, y'all pray for me that I'll make it all the way. And I'm 16 years old, and I'm thinking, dear God, they're 75 years old. They've been around this all their life, and they still don't know if they got it figured out. I don't have a chance. That's what I would think. I don't even have a chance, man. I don't even know if I should try. But it was because there was that feeling of having to do it all myself. But then one day I learned about grace. And grace is what takes up the slack. And then the church comes along and tries to tell you how grace is administered, who gets it, what you got to do to keep it. And all the while, the Spirit is telling me, it's my grace. It's non-negotiable. I set it up. It's the way it is. Stay out of my grace. Just get in, get it, and walk in it, and quit trying to judge people with my grace.
Yeah. You gotta, believe.
Isn't that crazy? Hey, LaCosta, how you doing? Carl Johnson, hey, brother, how you doing, man? Melissa Hanson. And anyway, sometimes I think they're talking to me, but they're not. They're talking to each other. So, anyway.
They all have a good time.
Sounds like somebody pulled up, don't it?
Yeah, it's an old Ford.
Well, let's see here.
What do you want to do?
Let's go ahead and do this. I want to do here, it's a key of A. I'm going to choke it up, but you can.
I got it.
Our people love this here. Well, good morning, Jesus. Yes, it's me again. But I didn't call this time to get forgiveness for all those sins. I called to talk to Mama, and I know she's there with you. So if there's a phone up in heaven, then Jesus put me through. And give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Oh, let me hear her sweet voice one more time, for I want her to know how much I told her, while I still had that chance. Hey, Ed, but one day, Lord, you took her with no warning in advance. And I'm begging now, please give me one last opportunity. Oh, and if there's a phone up in heaven, let my mama talk to me and give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Oh, let me hear her sweet voice one more time, for I want her to know how much I'm thinking of her. Oh, and if there's a phone in heaven, put my mama on the line. Yes, if there's a phone in heaven, put my mama on the line. Oh, I love you, Mama. I seen my mama peep on here. She comes on, and I happen to catch it. Sometimes I don't catch it, but I seen her. But everybody loves her too. You know, since I do this show 6 times a week, usually 6 times a week, 7:30 Central. All you new folks,
You hear that?
you need to come.
That's
on.
8:30 out there in Florida.
That's
for all you
8:30
folks
in
that are tuning
Florida.
in.
That's the Eastern zone, yeah. But right here, 7:30 Central, 6 times a week. The only night we're off is Monday night, which is tomorrow night. And you know, by the time Monday rolls around, I'm ready to take a break.
Yeah, well, Monday's the kind of day I kind of like to lay low too. A little bit.
You know what?
Weekends are always crazy.
I've heard people talk about doing 250 dates a year, and I just figured out what that's like.
Yeah, you're in it.
When you do 5 or 6 deals a night, I mean, you get that. Ann Hagen, Ann is a dear friend of ours. She loves that song "Phone in Heaven." She's
Well, who
wanting to
doesn't?
know-
It's a
She
great
wants to
song.
know who my guest is. My guest here is Jayc Harold. You may have heard of Jayc Harold Band. He travels around and sings
With my boys.
with his boys and his family, and but most of all, people kind of know Jayc. They play him on HLE radio.
Yeah.
On the Honky Tonkin Opry is aired on that station on Saturdays. That's in Louisiana.
8 o'clock Central, Saturday morning, 7 o'clock Central, Sunday night.
But anyway, Micanopy, Florida, where the Honky Tonkin Opry is. Matter of fact, what better way to introduce Jayc than to get him to do another song? And,
Well, you got me started on that song there about Mama, because the whole reason why I'm in the ministry. I just got a note from the staff. It's my sister's birthday, and she's probably on here. We're gonna have to sing her birthday before.
Now, how do you say? What's her name?
Lena.
Lena.
Yeah.
Well, we can do that.
My older sister kept me straight.
You sing it, and I'll sing harmony with you. That way, it'll be special. Be from her.
Well, the beautiful thing about Happy Birthday song is that it sounds better when nobody sings in the same key. It's the only song where it's allowed and it's actually preferred to sing out of key. So.
And that's usually not a problem where I hear at birthday parties.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lena. Happy birthday to you.
Oh man, that's worth $1 million right there.
there.
Lena, you just got a precious gift. We love your brother. We love your brother, so we love you automatically. You automatically got loved. But anyway, and don't forget where you're watching, because we're on 6 nights a week.
Yeah.
I'm always plugging to get people to come on.
Yeah.
You know,
This is a great show. I'm telling you what, this
I
is
just
a great
wish, and I'm trying to get more and more guests to come by, and you don't know what it did for me to know that I was in town this time when you called.
It's great. I'm
It
glad
was really cool.
it's all worked out good. The Lord works in mysterious way, don't He?
Well, that's what I've heard.
You know, there's, you know, maybe we can encourage some other artists out there. You know, we were just talking about this before, and we're just yakking away on the couch, drinking coffee and getting hyped up on caffeine. And you know, I was just thinking, you know, why don't we try harder? You know, we don't try hard enough. And he tries hard. You know, we've kind of been. He's been in the music industry for a while. I've been in there for a while. And we've kind of thought that we can do more than just go around singing in churches. And he started this thing with a great. And this is going to help us all out. I mean, he's getting the word out in a different format, which is great.
Now I'm kind of picky. I don't just let anybody get on this stage.
Well, you make me feel good now.
I just want you to know
you're going in the right direction.
and they know that.
He was showing me all you know, some of his downloads before, and he was humbling me pretty good. The pride was leaving me because this boy here's people like his music. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Well, and they buy his stuff, and there's a good reason I like it too.
Hey, Faye from Claremore, Oklahoma. Good to see you. We got your song. Faye's the one that always comes on right after I get through singing "Phone in Heaven." Said, "Will you sing "Phone in Heaven"?" She just tuned in. Everybody don't get to start when we start, but. And we do try to do that, but why don't
now you can tell me and him like yak, and we could probably sit here and talk all night. But
that's okay.
What I was gonna talk about before was that, you know, when you started the Phone in Heaven thing. My mama is in heaven, and the reason that I'm in this ministry is something she said in her deathbed, and it changed my life forever. Sold everything we had and moved to Nashville and been singing this weird style of music, which I don't understand why the Lord's got it on my heart to do it, but I do it. And so this is a song that you can go on my website and read the whole testimony. I won't declare it now, but this is a song the Lord gave me today. I got saved. Hard times are gone.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'll catch you up where you find out.
What can I do? Be more like you. Just once in my life. How you blessed me so I can tell you. When hard times got you down, you turned your world around. I can see the angels' faces. I'll get it. When they hear your sweet voice sing.
I love this part right here.
Only you can know what I'm feeling. Hard times come around, you turn your world around. Yes, you will. I could go on living without you till my life would go that crazy. When hard times got you down, you turn your world around. I can see the angel faces when they hear your sweet voice sing. Only you could know what I'm feeling. Hard times come around, you turn your world around. Hard times come around, you'll turn your world around.
Oh, I don't know.
I tell you what, that was fun too.
It is that harmony. I don't know what it is.
Well, you must have listened to some Buck Owens in your day.
I have had a tiger by the tail a few times. Yes, I have. I hope you folks are having as much fun as we are tonight.
Oh, my word.
This is acoustic, and I usually play a guitar along with the track. Sometimes we do acoustic. I have a friend, Danny Joins. I don't know if you know Danny.
Yeah.
But he's a great harp player.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we got on here one night, and I'm telling you, he just
tore it up.
He just tore it up, and I look forward to having Danny back. And
he's another guy that's doing a lot for this genre. I tell you what, he's working hard.
He works hard. Danny's one of them guys that you think you got him figured out, and he's overdoing something else. A lot of times he'll jump on here.
You just never know.
But anyway, some of these, see, there's a phone in heaven.
You don't have to sing it again. Now that I've almost got it. The second time
we'll try to do it. I try to keep a little bit of variety. I tell you what I'll do, though. Let's do Granny's song. Yeah. I do that down at the Opry a lot of times.
Yeah.
And I think about my granny. I tell this story. I don't know if I've told everybody, but she didn't own a home, that's what the song says. She didn't drive. She never drove a car. But I tell them my grandpa did. Grandpa drove right off the Galveston seawall one night. And thank God he was inebriated, and that's what saved him. He drove off. And you say, well, why are you thanking God he was drunk? Because it saved his life. That's why. But I'm just, I like this song because mainly I think about the fried pies. There's things
there's no secret to a man's heart. It's his tongue or teeth. They say, what is it, sweet tooth?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet tooth.
And she made them out of these flour tortillas. And probably like your family, my family, I mean, she had those 8 kids, and she just had to make food stretch. They didn't have a lot of money, and so she got to making those tortillas, and she was so good at rolling them out that she'd get them ready, she'd get them kind of fixed, and then she'd throw it down there, and she'd hit it once, and she'd pick it up and flip it and hit it again, and 3 or 4 times that thing was round as a baseball. I still don't know how she did it, but I mean, it looked like a factory stamped tortilla. I've tried to make them before. Mine look like states.
Yeah, I don't even try. I don't even go.
Mine come out like Texas, Alabama, Louisiana. That's the way my tortillas look. But she fix them up, and I pick on my mom and her sisters, Granny's daughters, because so many in the family, they say they can make them as good as Granny did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we're just going to leave that to the imagination, let them figure it out. But I sure do miss Granny, and I miss that. Now, I know we're talking a lot, but people like to hear this. This is the part I love. But
get to know us a little bit.
Granny,
we're humans. Granny
said that she wanted to, if it was her time to go, she wanted to go from home. So instead of being up, drugged up at a hospital, she came back to her little home that was actually borrowed. They had a little place there on the church ground that she lived. And I remember that I sang to her. I sit there on the bed in a chair, and I would sing to her, and she would just worship God, and she was just, I mean, it was really something else. We get so focused on trying to get people healed, but I believe that when we get on that other side, we're going to wonder why we tried so hard to stay alive, because there's so many good things. And that's kind of the feeling that was there. And I had left. I remember I'd been up singing in Wisconsin, way up in the upper peninsula up there. And I had come back, and I had stayed with her as long as I could, and then I had to go. But my mom stayed there. And one day she was in her little room in there, and this was the day that she was getting ready to go home. And my mom was in the front, and she made this statement. She said, "Why, there he is." And my mama heard her and said, "Who you talking to, Mama?" She said, "There he is." And so eventually Mama went in there to find out, and she was looking straight ahead, and she said, "There he is." "There who is?" She said, "It's Jesus. You can't see him. He's standing right there by those lambs." And my mom asked the question, "What's he doing?" She said, "He's doing this." And you know what? I don't care how much faith you got. Nothing down here will compete with a Savior that's saying, come on over.
Yes, sir.
And so my brother Greg and I actually wrote this song together. We finished it on the day of her party, going home party. Some people call it a funeral. We call it a going home party. And it's just called Granny's Song. She didn't own a home, never drove a car, but if you knew her, she lived full. Treasures that money cannot buy. In a two-room flat, they're on borrowed ground. Family and friends came from miles around to share a cup of coffee and one of those dried pies. Oh, what I would give to hear her say, could you run me to town today? And if you have time, when you stop by, I'll fix you something to eat. Oh, we could learn if we tried the secret of her simple life. It was the love of God and the love of family. Now everybody understands this. She'd work a miracle with just a few things. Then she'd spread a feast fit for a king. And I remember she always said, this ain't gonna be no king. But I sat by her bed those last few days. I held her hand and I heard her say, son, you're beautiful. You know I love you, there's no doubt. Oh, but what I would give to hear her say, could you run me to town today? And if you have time, when you stop by, I'll fix you something to eat. Oh, we could learn if we tried the secret of her simple life. It was the love of God and the love of family. Oh, now she looks down from the happy side of forever, while we look through all the questions and this pain. And through our tears, we hear her voice asking us to make the right choice and not let foolish pride stand in our way. Oh, but what I would give to hear her say, you run me to town today. And if you have time, when you stop by, I'll fix you something to eat. Oh, we could learn if we tried the secret of her simple life. It was the love of God and the love of family. Oh, it was the love of God and the love of family. Yeah. Oh, I wish, you know, when you look back and you think about it, she used to make her own brand of Mexican food. Now I know you like Mexican food.
Woo!
And I know that personally. I know that you like it.
He's felt the pain.
Let me just describe this, and you just tell me if you can taste it.
Okay.
She'd take those same tortillas that she made those fried pies out of, and she'd mix up a refried bean, okay, concoction, and she'd put them in that pie, and it was like a refried bean pie. She'd mash those edges together.
I have been dreaming about that for a
Drop
long
that
time.
in that hot
Somebody
grease
will make us that right now.
and fry those things. Oh my Lord!
Can we order
Jesus.
that somewhere online?
She had what she called chili gravy, and it was just like her own brand of chili.
You know,
she'd put that over it, and then she'd put that queso, homemade queso. I wish you could have tasted it.
You're hurting me, you know.
Man, I'm telling you right now.
This is painful.
It hurt me too. She used to bribe me with that stuff when I was a kid to get me to do something.
You could get me to do anything for that.
Oh Lord, have mercy. She had me at buh. She didn't even have to say burrito. She just buh. That's all. I was there.
Oh.
Oh, Evelyn's won't daddy. I'm gonna get him back up here, Evelyn. He's been here before, and I'll get him back. He lives about an hour away from the studio, so it's kind of hard for him to get down there. But I tell you, he loves it. And I just went to see him the other day. He's doing good. That man can wear out one of those treadmills. I'm telling you, he can wear that thing out. A treadmill cannot last with him. He walks. Anyway,
well,
I'm talking
stay clear
about
of them things.
You want to say? You got another one you want to say? What don't we do like a course everybody knows, and just.
Well, I had a song I was just thinking about.
Okay.
That I think you've sung with me before, and it's I like to take these old hymns and kind of honky them up a little bit. And I got I Must Tell Jesus tune.
Okay.
You know that one?
I think I can
We do
follow.
it in the E,
Yeah.
and y'all welcome to sing along with us.
Absolutely, we can do it.
Here we go. I must tell Jesus all of my trials. I cannot bear these burdens alone. In my distress, He kindly will help me. He always loves me, cares for His own. I must tell Jesus, I must tell Jesus, I cannot bear these burdens alone. I must tell Jesus, I must tell Jesus, Jesus can help me, Jesus alone. Tempted and tried, I need a great Savior, yes I do. One that can help these burdens to bear. If I but ask Him, He will deliver. Make all my trouble quickly through and end. I must tell Jesus, I must tell Jesus, I cannot bear these burdens alone. I must tell Jesus, I must tell Jesus, Jesus will help me, Jesus alone. Jesus can help me, Jesus alone.
Yeah, how about that? They're always wanting me to sing
Boy,
a chorus, and that was cool.
I kind of really felt that. I felt like you helped me.
Yeah, well. Penny Elliott Marshall, thank you for
Amen,
tuning in.
yeah.
Linda Gurley.
I tell you what, we could almost pass as Everly Brothers. That sounded like, I mean, that's some good harmony right there. I tell you what.
Well, you know, I don't get to sing harmony with myself, so it's pretty cool when I get a chance. I'm kind of enjoying it.
Well, you know, a lot of times I
need
do
to practice,
acoustic
you know.
stuff too, and I just, you know, Buck Owens said, years ago. I heard him on a talk show. He don't go anywhere without a tenor. So I, mean, I can kind of understand that. It sounds so much better.
Now you do a song. When you said Buck, it reminded me. Somebody love.
Love's gonna live here.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
That's gonna be all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Love's gonna live here again.
We're gonna do that in E
if
too?
you like it or not. D.
D. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's in D. I haven't done it.
How
for a
about
while.
y'all? Y'all wouldn't mind if we do an old Buck Owens song with you? That's
Yeah.
Buck Owens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how it goes?
I'm
All the sun's gonna shine in my life once more. Love's gonna live here again. Things are gonna be the way they were before. Love's gonna live here again. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here again. No more loneliness, only happiness. Love's gonna live here again.
Yeah, I like it.
I hear bells are ringing, I hear birds are singing. Love's gonna live here again. I hear bees are humming and I know days are coming. Love's gonna live here again. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here. Love's gonna live here again. No more loneliness, only happiness. Love's gonna live here again. Love's gonna live here again. Boy, that's true.
I'm telling you,
Love is
people,
you know,
you're
love-
running me, man.
What is
What am
love?
I gonna do when
What's
you go
the
back home?
definition of love? It's Jesus, isn't it?
No.
So he's gonna come back.
You don't have to worry
We,
about that.
we
here.
like to talk about two different topics at the same time. Yeah.
We don't have a lick of trouble. What we 50? We got about 7 more minutes to get some stuff in.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I'm having so much fun. I don't know how to do it.
We're having a blast. I'm so thankful this worked out.
Man, I am too.
This is fun.
It's fun, and it kind of ruins me a little bit because I'll have to go
Now
back
you're gonna
to
be
being
sitting here
me,
by
you know.
yourself,
Yeah,
lonely.
But anyway, we'll have the memory, and of course we'll repost it and probably get this thing on YouTube. So, hey, there you go. You know, we're going to try to keep you abreast of everything that's going on. Anyway.
Oh yeah, what we gonna do?
Well, you know, I'm kind of feeling a little bit of that same old hymn stuff. I don't do much of it, but, you know.
I'm bringing all kinds of things up to the service.
Oh, I was sinking deep in sin, far from the peaceful shore, buried deeply stained within, sinking to rise no more. But the master of the sea, he heard my despairing cry, and from the waters lifted me. Now safe am I. Love lifted me, yeah. Love lifted me. When nothing else could help, love lifted me. Oh, love lifted me. Love lifted me. When nothing else could help. Oh, soul be saved today. Love lived in me. Love lived in me. When nothing else could help, love lived in me. It was His love lived in me. Love lived in me. When nothing else could help, oh, love lived in me. There you go, right there. Now you heard it right here in Mission Country on the road.
Love,
man,
is the word.
And to think we went right out of a Buck Owens song into that.
Yeah,
I tell you
both
what,
talking about the same thing. Love.
absolutely, absolutely. You know, I tell you what, I'm gonna end this thing up. Unless you got something you want to do.
No, do it.
Okay.
Do it.
You know, I was thinking about love, and I remember in church I could sing any love song, any country love song at a wedding, but when it come church time, I had to tone it back in and bring it into the gospel and get some scripture
we got
in
that
there.
Religion always seems to bring back into our
But
lives.
I remember one morning on Sunday morning I was getting ready for church, and God gave me this song, and I went to my mama's and I told her, I said, I want to sing you a song that God just gave me. And I started singing, and she said, you sure God gave it to you? I'm picking on Mama now. But I said, I know He did. It just come to me. I mean, I didn't even try. It was like, bam, 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 here it was. So here it is. It was in church last Sunday morning. You were sitting at the end of my pew when I caught my heart talking to you. I didn't hear too much of the sermon. When it ended, I was feeling brand new. And I gotta know, was your heart talking to me? Was your heart talking? Did it mention my name? Did it beat a little harder when you looked my way? Whispering and promises that I love you. Hey, was your heart talking to me? You know hearts do a lot of talking, and sometimes talk is cheap. But I heard mine stutter, then it's gift to be. Said some things it don't usually say, then I heard something coming from you. Hey, was that a little murmur, or was your heart talking to me? Oh, was your heart talking? Did it mention my name? Did it beat a little harder when you looked my way? Whispering and promises that I love you. Hey, was your heart talking to me? Now the first two things that crossed my mind, this ain't the place, this ain't the time. Then something hit me from up above, said there's no better place to be talking about love. So was your heart talking? Did it mention my name? Beat a little harder when you look my way. Whispering and promises that I love you. Hey, was your heart talking to? Was your heart talking to? Was your heart talking to? Hey folks, we've had a blast around here. Thank you so much,
Hey,
Jayc, for
thanks
just
for having
stopping
me,
by.
Mike.
And man, we could go on forever and ever, but we got to get off of here. We try to keep it at right around an hour. As you can see, we went on a little bit. But thank you so much. Tell the folks again where they can look up your product.
Jayc Herald, Jayc Herald.com, or Honky Tonkin Opry, HONKY.
And anytime you're in the Micanopy, Gainesville, Florida area, be sure and look up the church at Triple Cross. That's where they hold the Opry, as well as they have a service there. Our friend Norm Edwards there. I love Norm. What an announcer. He's an old retired rodeo. I guess he's not retired. But rodeo announcer, and he's got a great voice. And
yeah.
I always love it.
He always makes everybody sound so good.
But anyway, thank you so much for joining us, and we're going to get out of here. You have a blessed week.